Howdy, folks. It is about 7:15 in the morning, a lovely overcast day, 60 degrees, really lovely day for fish. But unfortunately, I don't think I've come to a place that will be great for catching fish. Drove about an hour and a half up to Nimrod Dam, and I probably should have figured out the water flow rates before doing that, because I don't know if this is going to be all that fishable. Jacob is scouting downriver, seeing if there's a more reasonable place that we could go and see if we can catch something. I have come up here to the dam, seeing if maybe we can do something, but I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe we can get down. It's kind of slack over there. We might be able to walk across. Let's think. You know what, I'm gonna put you on my head so I can climb up onto this concrete and show you everything going on here. All right, get you a little better angle. This is what we're working with. We got these two pipes here, and they kind of rate the flow coming in and out, and they'll open and close them, and it looks like they just got them full open. Water just shooting out everywhere. I don't think this will be very productive. Hey, rolling out through here. Usually, when we're here, we're probably down about 15 feet under the water level. So I'm not positive on a great place to get down because these rocks are all steep. I was kind of hoping to fish right here along them, but I get a place to get in. I also know these rocks are real slippery when they're wet. I don't think I've ever seen this thing running so much. So I can come down here by the trees. Ugh. These don't seem great. Ugh. Well, here we go, I guess. Probably a mistake. I gotta get it back quick enough before it wraps around those trees in the current. Yeah, this ain't gonna do it. Maybe if I throw it like way up that way, but I gotta retrieve it real quick because it's going with current now, and I know there's all those rocks down there. No, that ain't it. Well, I'm gonna say this was a waste of time. Let's go back up. We'll see if we can. Let's go see what Jacob's found for us. Oh, he's right there. Ugh. Bad everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this ain't no good.
Damn, man.
Yes, it's a very big dam.
Well, it's not that big.
Well, I may have seen bigger.
Good 2-hour drive.
I do like that that log has been stuck there for like 3 years.
Oh shit, is that a log?
That's been there for
Take it straight out?
Oh, no, up at the top.
Oh.
See on the hump?
Oh, I was looking at the concrete.
Yeah, that's the
that
concrete thing. That log's been up there for years.
That must have been a massive flood or something.
Yeah.
Well,
we're not that far from Winona.
I was gonna say, that spillway, if this water's up, maybe the spillway's running.
Oh, Winona's definitely gonna be dumping. The thing is that we won't be able to cross the road.
That's fine.
Okay, and then
there's another lake on the kind of that same way, Sylvia, that we've never been to.
Oh, new stuff. Okay.
I actually went camping there like 3 years ago. Well, remember, I went there and they had lowered it to repair or something.
Oh, the mud carp?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the giant, like, looked like a freaking
Do they have a spillway?
Gyarados.
Or a dam or anything?
I think so. Because that's where I was. I had walked down to it. And then the next day I caught the catfish and I threw him back and he was...
Okay, and you had to go out and get him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that was the dam, and I think you can walk over it. I don't remember if there's a path or if I just climbed on it.
All right, well...
Let's do spillway first.
Yeah, let me get up to the car where I got signal. We can see the map.
Let's meet at the bathrooms. I gotta pee anyway.
All right. All right, Lake Winona was further than we thought. And while it was still a short distance, in my perspective, we can't make huge, long journeys on Sundays with Jacob because he normally has obligations in the afternoon. So we found somewhere closer. And I'm not telling you where it is because it's this obscure little spillway pool. There's a little lake through the woods that way. And then there's a pipe right there where it drains into here and goes off that way. So we're gonna see if we can do anything here, I suppose. Jacob's out checking out the road. It was a rough go about getting here. This tiny little national park road, washed out all over the place. He ain't had no cell signal for a while, so at least work's not gonna bother me. But let me get my stuff, we'll get to it. All right, down the rocks we go. Not sure where Jacob went to. He walked up to the road and started wandering. Hopefully a bear doesn't eat him. But if it does, I guess that'd be interesting content. I don't know. Gotta take what you can get out of whatever situation. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna guess there's not a ton of fish down here, and clearly, since there's a Coke can, other people fish here. So we're gonna have to set up a shrimp kind of by this current. That way the water can get the shrimpy smell out there. Spread it around. Oh, I heard Jacob's car close, so I guess a bear didn't get him. All right. Shrimp. Then we're gonna take this. Hopefully it's not as snaggy as I think it probably is, but I'm just gonna whip it right there. And looks like maybe. See if I can build me a reasonable little rod holder here. I think that'll work. There we go. Feels like it's already snagged up down there. Sure is. We'll see if a fish takes it out. But while we wait on that, flip us out a rooster tail. Well, Jacob is the first to strike with a lunker here. A tiny little bluegill on a 1/6 ounce?
I think that's an
1/4 ounce. This is a 1/4 ounce beat to hell neon green rooster tail at one point. All right.
And just throw them in the cooler?
Yeah, we can. We'll cut them up somewhere.
I think if we don't have any luck here, we'll probably find somewhere else.
There's got to be other places. I mean, we're right here at the reservoir. We can go up there somehow.
Yeah, it looked like on the maps we could just go back and kind of go up and around.
Yeah, we'll give that a shot before we give up this spot. Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna go for a walk. At the very least, go down to this other side of the spillway.
You investigated. I got just
Yep. Tricky little walk. I'm gonna come back up here. Need to grab my bag if I'm gonna be wandering off away from the Jeep. How far this little trail goes. I mean, it's clearly some kind of road going in. Might be worth following later. But it probably, I mean, comes through another access to this maybe. I can't imagine it goes anywhere else. There's just open woods through here. Little pool. Might have to downsize my rooster tail. I got a 1/6 ounce on right now. May need to put on an 1/8. Just because it looks like we're going to fish small waters. But get reset up over here best I can. Give me another shrimp piece here. We'll just put that on out in the middle. Prop it up. Sure, that'll mostly kind of work. Got a decent rock here I can pick up. That's a decent rock I can pick up. Oh, a little slippery. There we go. And just set that right there. There. I got a decent little rod holder rock. Well, I basically covered that entire pool with the rooster tail. It is my expert opinion. There ain't no god dang fish in it. Because everything loves rooster tail. Ain't nothing gonna turn it down. Let's try over here. Could have been grass. Yep. Hey, well, there's something. Everyone's favorite, the green sunfish. They never let you down. They do, however, get hooked a little wonky sometimes. Not even in your mouth, buddy. One. Two. My first fish of the day. Nice little green sunfish. Thank you. Oh, there's a fish. Another green sunfish. Gotta love the green sunfish. You can always count on them. You really wanted that, huh, bud? There we go. Nice and easy. Another lovely little green. Away he goes. I don't have a ton of faith in this spot, but we got this whole creek thing we can kind of walk down. It looks like it's got reasonable little bits of access. So, well, let's see how far we can get this way. I mean, I can go that way a little bit, but there's just trees. It looks like this is kind of the path I need to take. Maybe not. Alright. That looks like more than I care to deal with, actually. Ugh. Let's come look over this way again. Yep. If I can get across right here, I could go through there, I think. Doesn't look too bad. Get across these rocks. Yep. I just gotta kind of force my way through here, which seems a little more doable. Ugh. Ow. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Oh, big dead gar. That would be fun to catch. Look at the teeth on that sucker. Those long-nosed gar, not easy to get a hook in. Good chance someone shot that. Well, I can already tell you this ain't worth it. This is just maybe a foot deep at most, and we can't go past right there. No, I mean, it's nice and pretty over there. Probably take the road around if it'll get us somewhere closer that way. But all right, let's go back. Stop Jacob from trying. Pulling out of here, we're gonna see if we can get to the lake, which is at the top of this hill in front of us. We gotta find the way up, which I believe is back this way. We don't have any cell reception. We can't look at a map and try to figure it out. We just gotta kind of hope. There's a trail right here to the left, but well, the Jeep could maybe make that, but I don't have off-road tires and stuff. I got little all-terrains on here because I don't get into too bad of stuff too often. If I had a, you know, maybe a 6-inch lift, like some 32s or something, maybe. We're just gonna film our little drive here. Nothing else. We're seeing new stuff. New stuff's fun. And I just have to keep saying things that are interesting, because I can't turn on music. That's for sure. It is definitely an interesting drive coming in here. I didn't expect for it to be like this the whole way, because it has like named roads, but I guess they're more like Park Service roads. So of course they're not in the greatest shape. Like you can see here, it's a little washed out. They're pretty thin. Like you wouldn't want to meet another car coming through here. I'm gonna have to find some sort of music to put to this. Okay, so we're gonna go to the left here, through the puddle. There we go. See where this road goes. I got enough gas, we can wander around in the back roads for a little bit. See where this goes. sign here. Well, the road closed sign is on an opened gate, so I'm gonna see where this goes. There's a reason I drive a god-dang Jeep. And while I don't put it to its fullest capabilities most of the time, I can do stuff like this at the very least. There's the lake off to my right. Tell you, sitting on my pliers for this is not comfortable. Should have taken those out of my back pocket before driving. Well, I think we're on top of the dam now. I'm not really sure if there's a great way to get down. It's pretty steep. I'm just gonna keep going because there's not really a great way to turn around either because it's steep on both sides and I don't want to have to reverse out of here. This will go somewhere eventually, I think, hopefully. I'm gonna stop here. Give a good spot for Jacob, because his vehicle is a little less than mine, but we're gonna get out and talk right here.
This was the road I walked up, actually.
Yeah, that's the trail right there, I think. But here's the lake. That's where the drain is, I think, that goes down to where we were fishing down there. So we're up on top of the dam, and I'm sure this goes somewhere over there maybe, but I don't really see a clear spot for a road. But where those trucks are is probably where the other direction goes if I didn't come on top of the dam. We could...
Yeah, it looks like this road just ends. I don't see it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, we could just walk down here through the brambles. They're not that bad. It is a bit of a steep... It is a bit of a steep hill.
You don't want to hike that back up?
I mean, we can fish right over by the pipe.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, you want to go down there?
No. I don't want to walk through that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to either. All right, well, we're going to figure something else out here. Pretty good. All right, where's my rod? There it is. Okay, well, we made it down over to where the trucks were. Bit of a journey. Jeep's a little muddy. Went down to the end of the dam road and there was a turnaround, but there are some deep holes in there. Well, not that much great access here, but I'm gonna slip in the mud, whip out the rooster tail, see what's out here. You know, we're seeing new stuff. Maybe I'll put a frog on. I don't know if I have a frog with me, but maybe I'll put one on, throw it through there. Yeah, kind of right over here by the lilies. Yep. Well, I got a fish. Yeah. I don't think it's anything to write home about.
Is it a bass though?
Yep.
There you go.
In about 5 inches. Little largemouth. Thank you, little guy, for your efforts with them out there. It's pretty shallow right through here. Mud seems to be what we're doing today, so let's just deal with it and get it over with. Yep, that is not where I meant to go, but well, it's got a fish. I'm gonna wander, see if I can get somewhere better to cast. Well, I can see where the road's supposed to keep going. I'm gonna have to See if I can go around it. Oh no. It's just gonna be all sloggy and gross, I think. Maybe. Yep. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't get too bad. You know what? There's a road right here. Why don't I just walk on that? Why don't I not be stupid? Well, road was a loose term. Some kind of path. I don't have my pliers on me. That was a mistake. That is too far to rectify. Kinda got a path here. Okay. Ooh, trees. Be a little rough casting, but something. Worth a shot. It'll be a real pain to land fish, but I'll give it a try. Well, that's not ideal. Damn it. So my line flew through this tree. Okay, a little bit of progress. What are we doing down here? All right. There we go. Said this isn't gonna be easy. Well, that was pointless. There's nowhere to really cast. Everything's overgrown, covered in brambles. I imagine it's not better here. I mean, we could throw out a tie line and just sit, but...
I've got one, but...
Well, may as well sit, I guess.
You sit for a little bit.
A little bit.
Sit for a little bit, head back to 7 and then hit that river.
Hit the other one?
You hit the other lake, or do you want to just hit the river crossing? River crossing might still be too high.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, new spot. We're just heading down. I think we're heading south on Scenic 7. Came across this little river, the bridge, figured pull in here. Looks kind of okay. Nice deep area, a little bit of bank access. I think you can walk around it decent. I got some log right here that's down. I mean, we've definitely fished worse. In fact, we were just fishing worse. So, set up here. I'm gonna put my rod holder right here. Oh yeah, it goes in nice. Let's cut up the bluegill.
I'll put a shrimp on, someone's house it out real quick.
All right.
That'll go in gill time.
We'll cut them up on the log here.
So we can walk for a little bit too.
Yeah, there's a decent little walking area, it seems like, so I think we can hang out here for a little bit.
Actually,
Get me some nice bluegill head here. Through his eyes. Probably a little smaller of a bait than I need for that hook, but
I got
whatever.
the same problem.
Well, I could have cut the head bigger.
My hook is the one that I did the snail knot on. I don't want to undo it because that took time. I don't remember how to do it again.
Ah, that makes sense.
The average there.
Yeah. Long nose, a 20-pound is big. Alligator, a 20-pound is small.
So it just says gar on the thing?
Yeah, it's under rough fish. Which is sad because it's our state fish.
Yeah, you wouldn't call the golden retriever a rough dog. Isn't that our state dog now? Golden
It
retriever,
is.
or was it
They just signed in a golden retriever is our state dog.
I saw that. I wasn't sure if it was lab or golden retriever.
I don't know. Does any other state have a state dog?
You know, I don't keep up with that shit.
All right, this is our last hope for the day. We're parked on the side of a dirt road here so we can try to walk down next to this bridge. Kind of where we were just fishing, but up a little bit right at the bridge.
You don't want to cast into this little hole right here?
You never know, man. Find a nice green sunfish. Hell, you got your little jig on.
I probably could.
But is it worth it?
Nice little hook you got here.
Yeah, a little bit more than I anticipated. The things we do for fish. I don't think I'd want to come through here any further in the year. It's pretty deep. All right, finally to the water. I think so too. Well, this looks like an okay spot to catch maybe a fish or two on a rooster tail. Right up along the bridge. A little bit. Yeah, definitely pigeons. Worth a shot.
I mean, we're here.
Yeah.
We walked through the brush. We're going to give it a shot. This is a national forest.
I got a rock. Hit. I don't think I'm getting it back. What are you taking a picture of?
It's like a cool little rock.
All right. Where all them fish you've been catching? Clean the whole creek out?
What's that?
Clean the whole creek out? Where the fish at?
I was catching kind of greeny, and you tell me what the southern one was.
I had to put on a quarter ounce. I don't want to throw it through the shallow stuff. It's a long ear.
Long ear. Oh, he's got the long ear.
Yeah.
And right through here, there's a tiny, I think it's a largemouth, his lateral line. He took a swipe at me, but I didn't hook him.
Huh?
It's pretty shallow through here.
Yeah, that's why I'm not casting.
But there was one, like, I wouldn't call it a deep spot, but a slight hole through here where I was getting swiped at.
Looks like it gets deep, like right over there by the rocks. Doesn't look like it's easy to get over there.
Yeah, I was considering walking up there, maybe casting over, just,
Seeing.
yeah. Just, you know, caught 2 fish.
Yeah.
Best I've done so far. I think I only caught the one.
The little bluegill.
Yeah.
And I caught 2 greens and a tiny bass so far. We have not had a good day.
surprised how shallow it is, because this is the same fucking river that was roaring. Just
Yeah, this is the South Fork of it. So this isn't coming off of Nimrod.
oh, so this is above the lake, I guess.
I don't know. There's something different with it. It may not meet in to the main river yet.
Yeah.
All right. Since I got a heavier rooster tail on now, moving away from the shallow area under the bridge, coming over this way, because this is the reason I wanted to come over here to start with, is there's a rock outcropping over there. And it's right where there's a little waterfall into the, I'm gonna call it the main river, because it really opens up here. That's where I want to go. See how we can get there. Might have to go back up through the trees. Hello. This would be a good spot for Jacob's little lure. It's a little bit deeper. We got all this grass, but not good for my heavy rooster tail. If I had on an 1/8 ounce, sure, I'd cast through here. So I want to get there, which means I've got to go up through this. God dang it. Ugh. Well, that don't look pleasant. Huh. Well, just gonna get to stomping, getting stabbed by thorns. That's my plan. Came over here for a dang reason. I'm gonna seed it to the end. This, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. All right, here we are. That wasn't too bad. This is right where I wanted to be. So that tree over there, it's fallen in, that's where we were fishing. And I left my bluegill and knife on that tree. Oh, we're gonna throw shrimp. And this seems like an okay-ish rock to prop up a tight line. Let's get the shrimp out. Brought way too many shrimp today for how poor our luck's been. I was a little bit more hopeful when I was packing this morning. We'll just kind of just out there a little ways. Okay. Prop this up right here. If I can tighten it up a little more. Okay, put that right there. Then put the backpack on it. Best that's gonna get. Now, got a 1/4 ounce white rooster tail, a little bit of red to it. Oh, something already has this line. It just jumped. Yep, that didn't take long. Turtle, gar, catfish, bowfin. None of the above. Something grabbed it real quick. That's promising. I figured right here where this water comes in would be a little bit better. No. If it is a bowfin, not a bowfin, if it is a gar, it's gonna be tough to hook. If it is, oh man, did I just set my bag down in the water? Well, it's a fishing bag. There's a turtle. I'm gonna hope I don't hook it. But a bowfin or a catfish, I'll take that all day. Did that go slack because it hit the bottom, or did it go slack because something grabbed it? Something's on it already. Something's down there chewing on it pretty quickly once it gets down there. But what? What is it? I'm gonna hold on to it this time. Of course, once I hold on to it, nothing's messing with it. Typical. Alright, well, maybe I should just wait for something to run off with it. Alright, let's see if we can get the rooster tail out there now. See minnows running from it. Well, if I can scare minnows, that means there should be things here that want to eat the minnows. Should be. Whoop. All right, well there. That's a green sunfish. Start. That's something that would want to eat the minnows. So I wasn't wrong. You gotta go up through the woods. It's not that bad. We're at that last tree there. There's something, I think. Yeah, there's a fish. Another green sunfish. Place is full of greens. Better than nothing, that's for sure. Come on. Well, I'm gonna have to use the pliers. There we go. Right out with the pliers. Hey, at least we're catching something. Been a rough day. We got to take what we can get at this point. Oh, there's a fish on there. Bigger green. Pulled him out of the grass. I didn't even know he was on there. So I was going through that current. Guy's not too bad. I keep catching them over right through the current. Just kind of start over at the grass. There's a fish. Wouldn't you know it? Oh no, this is different. This is a red-eared sunfish. All right, take that. These guys get freaking huge as far as your sunfish go. They can get up to 6 pounds. But you pretty much only see that in Lake Havasu for some reason. Ugh, but hey, at least it's a new type of fish. Put on a bigger lure to try to catch bigger fish, and now I'm just catching sunfish. There's another one. Well, that feels a little better, unless it's just in the current. All right, I can see it. It's not better. There's another little sunfish.
I'm gonna put on a bigger lure so I can reach after it. This little guy just can't do it.
Definitely something. Two nice tugs. I think I got it. Nope, nope, I don't. Oh no, I do. What in the world? You're kidding me. Green sunfish. Is that what's been biting me and stripping it off?
Like tugs.
Like, how did you even do this, little dude? The hook's just so big down in his throat that, like, it's not even down there that bad. I just can't, like, get it and twist it out because his mouth's so dang small. You didn't bring your little hooker thing, did you?
Nope. Just the pliers.
Well, little guy, I got bad news for you. A knife?
Yeah, your knife.
Oh, yeah. I'll go get it. I like that knife. What? Yeah. No. A little bit better. He's fat. A little butterball. All right, that's it. We're done. We didn't do great today, but we did catch some fish. We eventually found consistent fish, somewhat.
Yeah.
We saw some cool stuff though. Some
New
places we've never been, yeah. So we got to do a little off-roading, kinda.
Light off-roading.
Very light off-roading, but that's it's gonna do it. We're tired, we're hungry. It's starting to get a little warm, and we're gonna leave. So we'll catch you next time.